Hi, everyone. Whew, okay, this is an April check-in. I have a lot to talk about, but it's in 3 categories because I know I'm a lot. Anyway, okay, whoa, okay, can't move because the light's super bright in the camera. Okay, so April for me is gonna be busy. Whoa, a lot of irons in the fire, but I think we all agree I like it like that. Because then I can choose when is the right time to maybe type my memoirs because I'm about 40,000 words in. When is it the right time to do this, that, and the other thing, right? So, because it's not always the right time to do the task at hand. And for the first time in my life, I have the luxury of time. So I'm able, as my videos talk about, to act instead of react. I'm able to think. It's just so much. Okay. So the biggest news for April is I think April's going to be really heavy into the podcasts. I have 3, and I'm probably going to come up with 3 more before I even get downstairs. So I have an idea in my head that I need to re-examine the comedy that is The Big Bang Theory. And the working title of my podcast is called The Tragedy That is The Big Bang Theory. More on that to come. I'm really excited about that though. So what I plan to do with that is watch 1 episode of The Big Bang Theory and make a podcast. So yep, going to be a lot of podcasts about that. Secondly, I plan to make a podcast the same style after each episode of Lost. And some of you know the symbolism that I see in shows and movies. I just think that when you sit on the couch, you're usually a little bit more calm than when you're like at work or, racing in traffic. Oh God, that's too much for me even now. So you're at home, you're on the couch, so you're probably more susceptible to fictionally perceive things in a new optic. So I'm going to rock your world with some of the podcasts that I have coming. And yeah, I just think that shows that focus on mental health are just so important because there still is a stigma around mental health. I have reached out to many people asking for support, and I've gotten the support. So yay for me. But in all good things, there can be some bad things. What I mean by that, let me clarify, is just, my mind, is just that with all the support, I know that there's going to be questions and concerns and whatnot, because I think that some people are stuck in their own fog, if you will, a topic of my memoir. See if I can make my eyebrows go up and down. No, I've never had Botox, so I can do this. Okay, anyway. And, it might get so loud here. I think the dogs are going to bark. And lastly, there's a new show on Disney called The Boss. It is so good. I just finished it, and I already want to rewatch it. So April is podcast month. Yay! It's so excited. Okay. Now, do you want to know how I feel that I'm now on the right track of my life? Finally. Only took me 39, almost 40 years. But I could not be more ready for 40 if I tried. Don't really have a choice. So let's see. Okay, we all know, whoever's been following, I have 1 dog who's epileptic. Knock on the proverbial and literal wood. She hasn't had a seizure for a long time. So I sincerely hope I'm not tempting any fates. I just want to keep my dog nice and healthy. She's a great dog. It just, when she seizes, it is Hollywood seizures. I always say, like the grand mal, full blah. And it's just so hard to deal with. Because I love her so much. And if I could take my head and my spine out of my own body and give it to her, I would. I can't. So she's doing a lot better. Blessings. Oh, thank you. I have another dog, Pongo. Unfortunately, he got Lyme disease, and he went quite neurologically deficit. and was very sad because unfortunately I have had to grieve Tink, my epileptic dog, that someday, oh, sorry, that's hard. I love her so much. Give me a second. Oh, I also do breathing videos. And see, that helps me maintain my tears. There's nothing wrong with crying, but it's very hard as someone who cries a lot for almost every emotion to have conversations while you're crying and your nose is running and getting the Kleenex, all that stuff. Pongo, thankfully, got better. He has a great veterinarian clinic with pretty much they're all I've never run into a poor veterinarian from that veterinarian clinic. So aren't I lucky, and isn't Pongo lucky? And I just wasn't ready for his sudden deficit. And, so now I'm going to probably feature Pongo a little bit just to make memories that I can rewatch when someday, Pongo's watching me. Anyway, oh gosh, I did not expect this video to make me cry. The biggest news, this will make me cry, I think. The other night, this past weekend, I was having a great time. I was with someone very special to me, and I have identified as my muse. That may seem silly to some, but if you can get someone in your life that you want to be a better person because you're around them, oh goodness, hang on to them, with respect. Don't be obsessive. Don't be overwhelming. Don't be this. Don't be all the negative things. But make an environment for your muse that they want to be around you. And then they're happy and you're happy. And if you couldn't hear me, and then you're happy. So the weekend went really well. There was a lot going on. And suddenly we got a phone call. And the phone call was from family, and they gifted us both a wonderful, just such a wonderful opportunity. I'm still kind of shocked. Let's just say that there is a very special event for someone coming up. And it is so important that one person know how much all the people over the world love that person. So, their mother called us and said, "We want you to come join this event." I don't want to talk about it because it is confidential. Just in terms of, I don't want to put out put out into the world other people's information. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's just hard. So this special person in my life, I connected to this person, let me tell you. And I never really knew how before to connect to this one person. And I already got to hang out with this person only X amount of months ago. And this moment I will talk about because it was very special. We were in a golf cart, of all things, and I was driving. And so, you kind of have your hands tucked down. And this person took their own arm and laced it through mine, like we were swinging arm in arm as we were sitting there. And I was like, oh, now I see you. Now I know. So that was very special. So that very special person to me now, ooh, I'd fight tigers for that person. That person is having a very special event coming up. And so their mother actually called us and is bringing us to that event. So I don't know what okay, let me just talk about myself. I don't know what I can offer to this event. I'm going to try my darndest to offer everything, but that was the most selfless act. So to feel as though you're wanted, that's huge. So that's a big reward. So those types of things, my dog, thankfully not having seizures day to day, my dog getting Lyme disease, but getting the treatment in time. Thank you. And then this phone call. If you want change in your life, because, if you want change in your life, you got to change. It's the only way to get change. It's just so simple. Lastly, big change coming to my channel. I'm gonna have a guest. I have convinced my muse, who is my mother. Ooh, sorry, the pen dropped. I have convinced my muse, who is my mother, to join me in some ratio on my channel. And I say some ratio because, as I said, if you have a muse, you make an environment that they want to be in. You don't try and hold them or pull them or force them. No. That's not how they, give you your inspiration, because, oh my geez, can hardly sleep when I'm around this person. I've never really seen her struggle. And I struggle a lot. Why wouldn't I want to be around her? So at some point, you will get to meet where I come from. And isn't that cool? So anyway, it's going to be cool. And I'm definitely going to be controlling in what format she is in, because this is my world. And I know there can be two sides of this world, and she's my muse. So I will make an environment conducive for her happiness. So that's my April podcast, rewards, and a guest. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. And I really look forward to April. Really good things coming. All right. I'll see you later. Take care.